been going on? A lot of stuff has been going on. I'm trying to get this camera thing together. Okay, a lot of stuff has been going on lately, which is why I haven't done videos. As you all know, the beginning of this year, earlier this year, we were trying to have a baby, and my cycle wasn't coming on, so I pretty much... Keela, what are you doing?
I was trying to... Why would you say my real name on that? Anyway, I was trying to button up my shirt, but it got like a missing button.
I just see you doing stuff behind me. So we were trying to have a baby, and my cycle wasn't coming on, so I was trying to... I don't like the doctors much, so I was trying to do like home remedies to try to make my cycle come on, so that I can ovulate, so I can track my ovulation, so that I can, you know, decide when I need to inseminate. And it never came on. And you know, I went to the doctor. Most recently, I just went to the doctor a couple weeks ago and had some blood work done. But overall, I know why my cycle isn't coming on. Whenever I go past a certain weight, it doesn't come on. So I already know what the issue is. And, you know, honestly, me being this size, I don't really want to have a baby. And, like, right now at my weight, and then have a high-risk pregnancy where they try to put me on bed rest. And it's just not healthy. So I've decided that I'm going to have bariatric surgery. I'm on Cash's insurance with her job, and I'm on my mom's insurance. So what I was going to do, my mom's insurance requires a 3-month wait with a nutritionist or your primary care physician to do a diet, kind of like help you manage your food. And her insurance does, you have to do 6 months. So of course I want to go for the, shorter amount of time, which is the 3 months, and that's through Cigna. But my mom been tripping lately, and she keeps threatening to kick us all off her insurance because she said that we're all grown. So what I did to try to make that process foolproof is I picked doctors that accept both insurance companies. So I've been doing a lot of research on YouTube and just looking it up, and I've completely ruled out the lap band. Initially I wanted the lap band because I figured it'd be easier. You know, I'm really scared of, really scared to get cut. I had an IV in my arm the other day because I was dehydrated. I had a stomach virus and I was dehydrated, and I almost had a heart attack in that hospital. Like, I really did. I was like breaking down. I was like, oh my God, it's in my arm. Oh my God, take it out of my arm. But it wasn't that bad. It didn't really hurt. It didn't hurt at all when she put it in, but I was just so scared, and I was just so nervous about it being in my arm. And I've heard horror stories, at least here in Orlando. Like, I hadn't heard it before I moved here, but horror stories about them blowing your veins, where, I don't know, they do something wrong to it and it breaks, or I don't know, but terrified. Anyways, I've never spent the night in the hospital. Only thing I ever had was a broken bone. I broke my arm, and they wanted to put a rod in, and I was like, fuck no. And I've never had any surgeries. Whereas, like, my little brother, he's had like 6 surgeries. So he, you know, he takes it all as a breeze. Me, I'm terrified. I don't even go to the doctor except to get my pap smear and STD checks. Other than that, I don't even go to the doctor. But I digress. So I had to pick a center of excellence, which basically through United Healthcare, they have like certain expectations and qualifications that a certain center has to meet to be considered a center of excellence. And I had to pick one of those, and like I said, the one I picked is here in Orlando. There's one in Hollywood that like Cash would prefer me to go to, but I don't want to have to do the driving back and forth when you have to go to meet the doctors, like for your post operation visits and stuff. I'm just not interested in doing those 3 or 4 hours, you know, that often. So being that it's a center of excellence and the doctors are, this doctor has been doing the doctor I chose, and I think his name is Muhammad Jared or Jared, something like that. He's been doing bariatric surgery since the 70s. So first he was doing just abdominal surgeries, and then he moved into bariatric surgery. So he has over, I think it was like 1,500 surgeries under his belt, so I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He's an old guy. I think he's Muslim. I think he's from like Pakistan or somewhere, I think. I'm not sure. But it's like a whole process through United Healthcare that you gotta do. You gotta do the 6-month thing with a dietitian, a nutritionist, or your primary care doctor. You can even use Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig, but you still have to go to your doctor. They want a 5-year medical history showing that you've been obese for at least 5 years. And that's difficult for me because, like I said, I only go to the doctor for my pap smear and STD. So when I went back to my prior insurance company, I had AvMed, and I called them and I was like, can you give me all my claim information for the past 5 years so I can contact these people and try to get them to sign off on this paperwork? Where in the past 5 years, I have 5 claims. Because I went to the doctor only 5 times. That's it, 5 times in 5 years. So I don't have much information to go off of. I think I may be able to swing it, but I don't go to the doctor. So this is like a little difficult for me, meeting United Healthcare's criteria. Whereas like with Cigna, I called them and I'm like, okay, so what all do I have to do? He's like, go see your specialist. I'm like, no, like what do I have to do? Like the prerequisites. He's like, go see your specialist. I'm like, that's it. He's like, that's it. And I'm like, that's it. He's like, that's it. And I'm like, that's it. He's like, that's it. And I'm like, okay. So I'm laughing, but I'm terrified, to be honest. I'm so scared. I am leaning towards the gastric sleeve. Just because it's not so much, it's not really invasive. I don't trust the band at all. I know a lot of people have that band and didn't lose any weight, or they just overeat and stretch the band. Plus, I don't like going to the doctor. Like I said, you know, every couple months you have to go get that fill-in, and I don't go to the doctor, so that would annoy the fuck out of me, having to go and have them put saline inside of my band. Plus, the band, where you going? No, I'm just asking where you going. You can leave.
I'm gonna check my phone.
Oh. She be so scared. I run shit, y'all.
Yeah, whatever.
The band slips and, you know, they have to remove it, and I'm just not interested in that. And with the gastric bypass, they, you know, make the pouch, and they bypass, I think, your lower intestine, your small intestines, I think, or your large intestines, one of them. But they basically reroute your entire digestive system, and then you have, sometimes those leak, and I don't want that either. So the sleeve, basically they just remove 75% of your stomach, and you have more like a tube shaped stomach instead of a pouch, which I'm terrified of that too. But I mean, that's the easiest way because your digestive system stays intact. It's the I think the most effective and least invasive. Everything's done laparoscopically, which means they don't cut you open. They just stab holes in you and stick the instruments through the incisions that they made, and they do everything with the camera. And so that's good that I won't have a big ugly cut on me. You usually use 75% of your excess weight within the first 2 years. Because I'm a big girl, I weigh 350. So if, you know, probably within my first 6 or 7 months, I'll probably lose like probably 100 pounds, to be honest. It is crazy because I don't eat that much. That's why I have my thyroid checked, to make sure that that's not my problem, because I'm not, I swear to God, I'm not a big eater. I don't eat a lot. I eat junk. But for the most part, me and Cash eat the same shit. And from last year, I gained like 50 pounds. And she gained none. And we eat the same shit. Like if I eat out, she's eating out. We eat the same exact shit. And my metabolism, I don't think my metabolism is slow either. I don't know like what the problem is. So they're checking that for me. Next week I have to go to the seminar, and it's crazy. It sounds insane. Lose weight to have a baby, where you're gonna gain the weight back. So it's crazy. And you have to wait like a year after the surgery to get pregnant. So I'll be waiting that year, and it's crazy. Like I want to have a child so bad. And for my weight to be stopping me from having a child is like crazy. So I'm just gonna get the weight loss surgery. Hopefully, I pray to God that I have no complications. If I am able to go through Cigna, I'm looking at around March to have the surgery. If I have to go through United Healthcare, then it'll be around June. What else? I am studying right now to take the TEAS test for this practical nursing program that's at our local technical center, technical college. The Orange County Public Schools will pay for you to take up a trade. So I figured I might as well take up a trade if they're going to pay for it. So the school I'm going to, what is it called? Orlando Technical Center, something like that. For that LPN program, which I may not make it for this for January, because it was, last time I checked, there was only 1 seat left, and you have to take the TAID test, the part A, which is the more difficult test, and you have to score 11s across in math, reading, math, computation, and applied mathematics. I took the test. The first time I took the D test, which is the easier test, and I think I kind of like psyched myself out because I took it and I ran out of time on the math computation part. So I got like an 8, 8th grade on that, and 11 in applied math, and then I got 12.9 in reading and 12.9 in language. Which reading and language has always been my strong subjects because I read a lot, so I don't usually have issues with that. I don't usually have to study for anything that's related to reading or language or writing. I'm always pretty good at that. But math, I won't say I'm bad in math, because I'm really not. It's just remembering all that crap and calculating all that crap. I just have a phobia. I don't care for math. So anyways, I watched a couple videos, brushed up on a little bit of things, and went back and took the more difficult test, which was the A of the TABE, and I got 12.9 across the board. So I'm thinking, yes, just go sign up for this LPN program, do all this bullshit they want me to do, and I could start in January. Then they're like, oh, nah, hold up. You gotta take the TEAS test. I'm like, TEAS? What the fuck is that? TEAS is the test for essential academic studies. TEAS. Sound good to me. Close enough. I mean, that's probably close. That's probably it.
Why don't we just go get the book and see what it stands for?
Go get the book for me. Where for a lot of nursing programs, usually registered nursing, BSN nursing programs have to take it, but for some reason they want you to take it, and they want you to get 75%. Like, that's high. It doesn't sound high, but like the national percent on this test is like, what the fuck is this? So this is the book. So it's, look at this. I was close. No, that's right.
No,
well,
skills.
Study. Okay, it's the test of essential academic skills. And you're taking version 5. Well, not you, but me. This thing is hurting my ass. Gotta stand up. Hurting my butt. I'm taking version 5. And get out my ass, Keela. Trying to make you can see me. That thing hurt my butt. I have to take the TEAS test, and the national average on this test is like 62 to 65%, and they want us to get us a 75. Like, I've been looking up at some universities, and for their like BSN program, they have to get like a 70, or some of them even 65, and they want us to get a 75 for LPN program. So needless to say, I'm pretty sure this is a pretty rigorous program, but it's free, so yeah, I'm gonna take it. So the test is $50, and they pay for you to take it one time. So I spent $50 on this study manual that I showed you, and I am more of a show me type person. So the manual, what the manual is helping me with is showing me what's on the test, and then from what it's showing me, I YouTube how to solve the equations that I don't know how to do, and then I go back and I answer the practice questions. But they have practice questions in it. It explains everything, but I prefer someone to show me than it just to be written in text. I just learn better that way. So I was going to take it this Thursday, but now that I know it's only one spot left, I may wait till next Thursday. I have to go and see an advisor at the school, see what they say. I'm kind of scared to take the test, just on the math part. The reading and language, of course, I'm not worried about. Well, the good thing about this is that you don't have to take the science portion. From what I've been reading and seeing, the science portion is like killer, like die, you're dead. They say it's very hard, and these are students that have been taking anatomy and biology and microbiology for the past 2 years, and now they're taking it and they think it's difficult, whereas I haven't taken classes at all in like, how many years, babe? At least like 2 or 3.
No, last class you took was in 10.
So 2 years. Yeah. And I really need to get on that shit too, like really. But the problem is I gotta pay out of pocket for it. So, well, I won't even say that's the problem, but that's pretty much
something I'm trying to avoid.
Right, I didn't want to have to pay out of pocket, but I don't qualify for financial aid, so yeah, I have to pay out of pocket pretty much. I'm trying to. Okay. Yeah, so I was thinking I might take it this week or I might wait till next week to take it. I don't want to wait too long because then everything I study, I'll just forget. So, definitely if not this week, I'll be taking it next week for sure. What else? Oh, I applied for 911 dispatch and fire dispatch here in Orlando or Orange County. Well, the 911 is for the city of Orlando, and the fire dispatch is Orange County Fire Department. I couldn't get off work for the interview for the police department, so I'm kind of like out of the running for that. But I am on like my third or fourth step, or fourth step for the fire department. I had to take a written test. I had to take a critical test, which is like it measures your ability to multitask in emergency simulated situations. I had to take 2 written tests, a typing test, the critical test, going to mini interview. Now I'm going for my actual interview, and I have to do a 30-minute job shadowing. Then after that, you have to take a lie detector test. Then you do your background check. Then you do your drug test. Then you're hired. And as you guys probably have learned about me so far, I don't stay still much. But with them, you have to agree to work for 2 years in their fire department. If you don't do 2 years, they want basically like $2,500, which is how much they say the training costs. So if you take their position, be prepared to stay in that position for 2 years, unless you get fired. If you get fired, then it doesn't matter. But you prepared to stay in that position for 2 years, or they want that money back. And it's a very expensive program. Like, you're in training for 6 months. You have to go to the local community college and take all these courses. I think at the end you get like an EMT certificate or diploma, whatever it is the EMTs get. It's just a long ass program. It's like all type of stuff you have to do, which I mean, it's understandable because you have people's life in your hands, so I definitely understand. But it's a long thing, and I applied for this in August, so it's a long ass hiring process too. But I guess that's what they use to weed out the candidates. So I've made it quite a while. I've already did all those things I mentioned. Only thing I have left is the interview, and if I do well on the interview, then the job shadowing, lie detector test, then you go through the actual hiring process. What else?
I'm tired, B.
Nah, get your ass out of here.
You know I'm tired. You don't let me get no sleep.
What else? I think that is it. My sister had another baby. So
we uncle and aunties again.
So now now I have 2 nephews. She has a boy. I'll show you guys a picture. If I can get it. We're mad at each other right now, so we're not talking. But I'll just steal it off my brother's Facebook page. He sends me pictures and stuff. So we have very similar attitude. She's a Leo and I'm a Virgo, and we just kind of clash. Either we're thick as thieves or we fight like cats and dogs. There's no medium. We stopped talking in February. Now we're in December. She unblocked me on Facebook.
It was so bad, Facebook. She blocked me and I ain't do nothing.
She unblocked me on Facebook last month. So I guess we're making progress. Maybe by next February we'll be back talking again. I don't know.
Got 3 months to go.
About 3 more months. I guess Cash wants y'all to see her hair done grew.
No.
I guess since she in the mirror pulling it, I guess she wants y'all to see her hair grew a little bit.
No.
I'm getting ready to cut it off. She started thinking she too cute. Chop that shit off. Bring her ass back down a couple notches.
Yeah.
But I think that's everything. I don't think I have anything else for you guys. Have anything, Cash?
No.
No? Okay. I love you guys. I miss you guys.